Here with reaction to all this. New York. Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, by the way, she comes out of these hearings, in my mind, a new star of the Republican House of Representatives. The guy has always been a star. Minority Whip Steve Scalise. Congresswoman, let us begin with you. I have watched you in these hearings. I've not known a lot about you. I got to say, phenomenal job, and thank you for all you've done.
Thank you. I've just focused on the facts, and it is clear as every day that goes by that Democrats' case for impeachment is crumbling. Adam Schiff has been an abject failure, and again, the facts remain the same. Ukraine got the aid, there was no quid pro quo, and there was no investigation into the Bidens. In fact, the only investigations into Burisma was under the Obama administration, but yet Adam Schiff continues his regime of secrecy. And because I've been such an outspoken advocate for the facts, I have been attacked by the Hollywood left, who have dumped millions into supporting my far-left Democratic opponent, which is why I need the American people to step up, donate at fightschiff.com to help me speak for the American people in my district.
Good for you for standing out. And you know what? Anytime you step out, you take a risk. Congressman Scalise, I said this to Kevin McCarthy last night. I'll say it to you, being part of the House Republican leadership. I don't think I've ever, and I've been very critical of Republicans. You've heard me. When you guys don't have a backbone and you're weak and you're visionless and feckless, and I think I'm pretty loud in my criticism, this was the Republicans at their best this week. And they did their job, and they were prepared, and they fought it out, and they won.
Yeah, Sean, I can't be more proud of our members of the Intelligence Committee who asked the tough questions, who focused on the facts. That's really what this has been about from the beginning for us. For Adam Schiff, it was about impeaching the president. It had nothing to do with facts. And then, of course, you look, and he vetoed our witnesses. He shut us out of those hearings. You know, when I brought a few of my colleagues, Matt Gaetz and others, down to the SCHIFF'S where we were trying to just find out what was going on, he literally ran out of the back room with the witness. You know, what has he been trying to hide? I think we see now. He's got no case. There literally is no evidence that there was any collusion. I thought so many of our members, look, what Elise did heroically, asking tough questions, that makes her a target of the left. You know, that fightschiff.com site she's talking about. I think people are fed up with the bullying, the intimidation that's coming from the left. You know, the people that are claiming quid pro quo, they're the ones who are out there. Frankly, it started with Joe Biden. He was the original quid pro quo, where he literally said, I'm leaving in 6 hours with the $1 billion of your and my taxpayer money if they don't fire the guy looking into his son. And they fired the guy. And then Joe Biden wants to ride off into the sunset and impeach Donald Trump for that. There is no impeachable offense. Every witness, every star Democrat witness made clear they saw nothing. Even the hearsay, not one person. Sondland was going to be their star yesterday. And Mike Turner, I thought, asked it best yesterday when he said, has anybody on the planet drawn a connection between President Trump asking for money in exchange for investigations, and not one person? The Ukrainian foreign minister said it never happened. They got the money.
I mean, to have your star
impeachment.
The only witness was Sondland yesterday. And he said, yeah, no, this is just my opinion, conjecture. Did you ever talk to the president? Yes. Did you ask the president, well, what does he want? He says, nothing. I don't want a quid pro quo. I want him to do the right thing. Congresswoman, you had a very, well, now famous, I guess, exchange with the congenital liar running the Schiff show. And it was interesting because you were calling for fundamental fairness. Now, Republicans have asked for witnesses to come forward. They have not been granted that from up high on Schiff Mountain.
That's correct, and that's how unfair this process has been. I was the first member of Congress to ask the question, when did Adam Schiff talk to the whistleblower? And I was ridiculed by the mainstream media, but it turns out that it is clear that there was coordination between the whistleblower and Adam Schiff's Democratic staff. And the one witness that Adam Schiff won't call is the whistleblower who started off this entire impeachment process. In addition, Adam Schiff refuses to call Hunter Biden, and every single witness that was asked the question, is there a potential appearance of a conflict of interest?
You mean zero experience, Hunter? The one that had no experience, that was paid millions, whose dad, when he found out it was being investigated, shook down Ukraine and said, you're not getting $1 billion unless you fire the guy investigating my zero experience son paid millions. That one?
Hunter
That's okay?
Biden is the witness that Adam Schiff will not call. And it's certainly when it comes to my district, my constituents want to hear from Hunter Biden. But the good news, Sean, is despite this incredibly partisan, unfair process, Republicans control the Senate, and I am hopeful that they will run a fair process, call Adam Schiff, call the whistleblower, and call Hunter Biden to actually get to the facts and really focus on the corruption.
In 348 days, the American people get the final say. And if, well, Steve Scalise becomes the, what would you be then, the House Majority Leader, then I guess that could happen, couldn't it? Thank you both. Congressman Scalise, Congresswoman Stefanik, thank you very much.